Oh, hello viewers, welcome back. I am Prophetess Talatu Saidu speaking. This message is for Donald Trump, America, the war, Israel, Hamas war, Ukraine, Russia-Ukraine war, and Putin, Israel, and the war. Hear what God has for you. Donald Trump, the reason why God spared your life from death and gave you victory in this election is because you continue to say you will support Israel. You continue to say you will support Israel if you win the election, as you have done before. The reason number one is because you have continued to say you will support Israel if you win the election, as you have done before. You continue supporting Israel. You will not stop. That is reason number one. God spare your life from death. You will have died. God spare your life from death because of that. Because of mercy. God's mercy located you because of your word. Listen and hear what God has for you. Because of that, God spare your life. Donald Trump, I want you to listen very well and know why God spare you from death. God showed you mercy and gave you victory in this election because people who were with Israel suddenly turned their backs on Israel and left them on their own. They make God sorrowful. They make God unhappy. People who were with Israel suddenly turned their backs on Israel and left them alone and make God unhappy. They make God sorrowful. That is the reason number two. God spare you and show you mercy. Just listen. He showed you mercy. Listen, Trump. For this reason, God allowed you to live, for you to continue with your support for Israel and nothing else. And nothing else. Nothing gave you victory. These are the things that give you victory in this election. Not anybody. God spared your life and gave you mercy. It is mercy that located you and gave you victory in this election. You will never have won the election. Donald Trump, hear very well, and the world hear. Again, God allowed you to win election because America disobeyed God. When he said to Joe Biden and America to hand over government to retired General McMilley, because God has chosen McMilley to take over office from President Biden, from President Joe Biden. But America disobeyed God and refused to call him and hand over office to him. Because of this, God let you win the election, Donald Trump. That is another reason God allowed you to win the election. God said America should hand over government to retired General McMilley because he has chosen McMilley to rule in place of Biden in that office. He chose McMilley for a reason to take over government. But America refused to hand over to McMilley. America refused and disobeyed God. They dishonored God. They rejected the instruction God gave to them and hand over office to another person instead of retired General McMillan refuse and choose their own. God decided to hand over the office to Trump. He decided Trump to win the election by mercy, and by that dishonor, America dishonored him and disobeyed his instruction. Trump win the election. Not by anything. Listen, not by anything. Because if not for that, even if you have given the whole world to America to vote for you, Trump, they wouldn't have voted for you. Yeah, very well. No matter what you've done, you wouldn't have win that election by your own means, no, or by anyone's doing, no. But because of this reason I'm giving to you, you won the election. Because of this reason I'm giving to you, you won the election. Because if America have obeyed God and handed over the office to McMillan, you wouldn't have been there. Again, because of your word, you will support Israel as you have done before. God gave you mercy. God showed you mercy. And because of those who were working with Israel before, suddenly turned their back. They turned their backs on Israel and left them on their own to fend for themselves. God decided to give you victory in order for you to support Israel, as you said. Hear and listen and hear what God said. And nothing else. You won the election. Not by any merit or any work, hard work or money or nothing. No. Because mercy located you, Donald Trump. Because mercy located you. Just give me a minute here. God will have mercy on whoever He will have mercy on. God will have mercy on whoever He will have mercy on. Here again, Trump, about this, why you win this election. Trump, the war about Israel-Palestinian war. The war will not end until the day God stops the war. The war will not end until God stops the war. Palestine-Israel war will not stop until God stops the war Himself. Listen. Until God stopped the war Himself. Hamas went to Israel and attacked them on the 7th of October 2023. On Sabbath day, Saturday, and killed the Jews in their homes and caused Israel to go into war with them. For that reason, this reason alone, the war will not end. God said, Trump will not be able to stop the war. It is God who will stop the war Himself. God said it is Him who will stop the war, not Trump or anybody, because the war will not stop. Because the war will not stop. Trump should not try to stop the war in Israel. God said Trump should not try to stop the war in Israel. You should not try to stop the war in Israel. Trump, here. It's not for you to stop the war. All you have said you will support Israel. Stand on that word and support Israel. In whatever way you will support them, support them. But don't go and say you're going to stop the war. You are not the Messiah that will stop that war. You are not. Trump, here, you are not the Messiah that will stop the war in Israel. Because the war will not stop. God will stop the war himself. Then regarding Russia-Ukraine war, God will not let Trump give anything in Ukraine to Russia. Hear very well, Trump. Russia-Ukraine war. God will not let you give anything to Russia. Anything from Ukraine to Russia. No. Nothing in Ukraine will be given to Russia. Hear very well. Hear very well. Nothing will be given to Russia. Putin went to Ukraine. Putin went to Ukraine and attacked and killed them and destroyed their properties without any consent. Without my consent, God said. Putin disobeyed God even when God said to him, don't enter the land of Ukraine and don't shed blood because I don't want blood. Putin refused and disobeyed God and went into Ukraine and did the opposite. He did exact thing with what God said I don't want. He did what God said I don't want. In the face of God, in the very eyes of God, he went in disobedience and dishonor, killed the people of the land of Ukraine, destroyed their properties. And God said, Putin should leave Ukraine. Putin refused to leave Ukraine. God gave instruction for him to do something. Putin refused to honor God. For that reason, even Crimea will not be given to Putin. Russia will leave Ukraine empty-handed, and all the things they've taken out of Ukraine, they will return everything. God said so. Russia, because of your dishonor to God and disobedience and refusal to do what God said you should do, you will not take even a pin out of Ukraine. You will not take Crimea. If you have obeyed God before, God will have had mercy on you and leave Crimea for you. But you will not have even a pin. And what you have taken out of Ukraine, God said you will return everything back to Ukraine. God said so, not me. God said so. Russia will return everything they've taken out of Ukraine back to Ukraine. Russia will leave Ukraine empty-handed. Putin, listen and hear very well what you wish for yourself. You will get it. It's not the will of God, but it is what you have done. Your disobedience have caused you problem. You will have problem. I'm telling you this, you will have problem. Just listen. Russia will leave Ukraine empty-handed, and all the things they've taken out of Ukraine, they will return everything, God said. Putin will not get what he wants in Ukraine. Tell Trump, I said, war will go to Warsaw in Poland. Every one of you will fight in Poland. Tell Trump the war will not end in Ukraine. The war is going to Warsaw, Poland. There, all of you will fight with each other. Like I've said in the previous video, there will be no ally in Warsaw. There will be no friend in Warsaw War. You will join with the 52 nations that I have mentioned in the previous video. Those 52 nations that God have called their names will war with you, all of you, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Poland, Warsaw, Poland. There you will war with each other. No one will help anyone. Everyone will be on his own. You will see wonders that you will never see. God said so. a catastrophe that is coming upon the earth. No eye have seen it. No ear have heard it. This thing will happen. I don't know when, but war in Warsaw will take people like a lightning, like thunder. It will happen without no one expected, and no one expected it, and no one will know when it will happen. It will just happen like that. Same with all the disasters that are coming upon nations. Nations that have refused God and turned against God. Prepare. The whole world, wherever you are, your land will see sorrow. Your land will see pain and sorrow. Your land will see what you don't expect, and it will come like a lightning. Hear very well today. I'm a prophet. God gave it the message. God gave me the message. What I'm saying is I receive it from God. Whether you like it or not, this thing will take place. Now or later, I don't know, but it will take place. God said it. God said it. Hmm. 52 nations will fight in Poland, in Warsaw, Poland. You go and look at the video, is there, and check who are the 52 nations and know which one you belong. But Donald Trump, I'm telling you, you are going to Warsaw with the rest for war. You are not the Messiah that will stop war in Israel. You are not the Messiah that will stop things happening in Ukraine. All you need to do is to play your part of support and follow God's instruction and obey God and work with God. Don't dabble yourself into other things that are not godly, because you'll feel the pain, all of you. You'll feel the pain, all of you. War leaders, prepare. Alaska. These 52 nations that will go to war in Warsaw, minus Ukraine. Ukraine will not go to war in Warsaw because Ukraine have suffered enough. They have suffered enough. Ukraine will be in their own land and watch what will take place in Poland. Because every nation will see, everyone will see. They will watch and nothing will touch them. Ukraine will be on their land. Nothing will touch them. God will spare them from further problems. Those who want problems, they will go to Warsaw. There, they will have problems. Those who want peace, they will go on their faces now and start begging God for mercy. Those who want peace. And those who depend on men to help them know very well, you and those men, you will suffer. You will suffer with those men you are depending on and not God. Alaska and others in America will be taken away in war. Iran will kill Trump. Trump should not play with Iran. Iran will be the one to kill you, Trump. Iran will kill you, Trump. Iran are the one that will kill you. Don't play with Iran, because Iran have you in their mind for death. Don't play with Iran. Don't play with Iran, because Trump will die if you play with Iran. Ayatollah Khomeini. Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran. Yeah. Ayatollah will not live. Ayatollah will die for what he has done in Israel. Ayatollah, here and here again. Disobedience and dishonor can never give life. It gives destruction. You disregarded God. You dishonored God when he gave you instruction. You refused to follow. You put yourself above God. You went into Israel and did what you've done and what you are still doing even now. Ayotola will die. Ayotola Kamene will not live. He will die. You will die for what you have done in Israel. God said so. Not me. God said so. Trump will not let anyone. Trump should not let anyone die in prison like Epstein Jeffries. Here, Trump again. Trump should not let anyone die in prison like Epstein Jeffries, because Trump and FBI didn't protect Epstein Jeffries when they were in office. God said Trump and FBI didn't protect Epstein Jeffries in prison. When Trump and FBI were in position to do that, you didn't protect him. You did not protect him. God said Epstein Jeffries died a clean man. He repented of his sin before he died. And God said, I accepted, I heard his cry, I saw his heart. I accepted his repentance. I forgave him. I forgave Epstein Jeffries. He died a clean man because of that repentance. And because of what I saw, God said, Trump, you did not protect Epstein Jeffries in prison. FBI did not protect him, God said. And you let him die the way he died. If you have protected him, he wouldn't have died. God said, I will have used him in another way. God said, anyone doing wrong things worldwide, not only in America, he said, everything is under my eye. I know what is happening. And I will sort it out. God said so. Protect those in prison, Trump. Protect those in prison. They are under your care. FBI, protect those in prison. Protect people. Protect people. Let no one die like Epstein Jeffries anymore. God said so. Much more to come. Much more to come about what God has said. Until he gave me permission to say anything, I will not say anything until he said, tell them. Then I'll tell you what God said. What God has for everyone worldwide. Everything is under his eyes and his ears and his watch. He's watching everyone, listening to everyone. Let no one die in prison. Let no one die in prison like Epstein Jeffries, God said. If people dishonor me and disobey me, I will never spare them. God said. God said the blood of Epstein Jeffries will be demanded from the hand of Trump and FBI because they did not protect him. They will be punished for that. Even though mercy have located you all, God said at the end of it all, you will be punished for that sin of neglecting him. You neglected him. And many others. And many others. See, the sin that causes God to punish man is not big sin. Tiny thing like this that no one expected, God can use it against humanity. Tiny thing like this can cause a nation to perish. By the sin of one tiny person, the whole nation can go down because of that one person. People capitalize on big sin. No, tiny. that which you don't expect. It's what move God to action. People don't know it. People should be careful. People should be careful. When you are in a position of leadership, be careful. Be careful to obey God in all instructions. Work with God. Money is not everything. Okay, let me tell you all. What is coming on earth? Those who have money, I've said it before, those who have money, those who have properties, if you don't share your money to people who are poor, who don't have, if you don't share your money to them, if you don't share your properties to them, know very well that you will see catastrophe that you will never forget. And you will see where you will end up. You will never forget where you will be. You will remember that I told you this today. Go and share your properties. Go and share your money with those who don't have. Because you cannot carry that money anywhere when the disaster comes. Because catastrophe is coming upon the face of the earth. Humanity, wherever you are, people will see catastrophe, God said, nation by nation. Let those who have things begin to share their things with those who don't have. That when problem come, God will remember you for that. And if you refuse, you are on your own who refuse. This is all I have for you now. Until when God says tell, I will tell again. But this is what he gave to me, to tell everyone, and to tell Trump, and to tell Israel, and Ukraine, and Putin. Peace be with you all. God bless you.